Welcome back to Market Pulse. And here we're going straight into key metrics. And one thing I need you to understand that if you're a manufacturer, perhaps you're a business owner, then this is the segment for you. Now we're talking about the top 5 banking offerings that we have in our market. And you're seeing that a couple of banks are literally giving out loans. Look at what our MPR is. If you look at the lending rate, that gives you an insight as to what is really happening in the banking sector. Let's start with a recent data coming in from Nairametrics. And this data, the first on our list is FBN Quest Merchant Bank. It leads with a prime lending rate of 7%. And so think about it. If you're a manufacturer in this country, then you want to pay attention because lending rate from FBN Quest Merchant Bank is 7%. And the next on our list is followed by Polaris Bank. Polaris Bank and Stanbic IBTC. Both of them have a lending rate of 8%. And this is based on research, key research from Nairametrics. And if you really want to understand what this means, obviously when you're getting access to such loans, you want to make sure it comes with terms and conditions. And you want to approach these banks to really understand what is really happening. These competitive rates help manufacturers reduce borrowing costs. Now, the first on our list, like I said earlier on, FBN Quest Merchant Bank, 7%. Polaris Bank and Stanbic IBTC, 8%. Equally, 8%. That's their lending rate. Wema Bank is the fourth on our list, which is 9%. And then the one at the zenith of our list is Zenith Bank, which is 10%. If you look at that, 10% is their lending rate. And this is really vital, especially as Nigeria's maximum lending rate can hit 48%. With our MPR hovering around the 26.75 level, a lot of manufacturers are thinking about how we can get access to loans, because if you're going to get, at best, if you're getting access to loan, they'll give you a spread of minimum of 5%, adding it to what we have as our current interest rate, which is 26.75%. So apparently, it's now very expensive for you to get access to loan. And there are some incentives for the manufacturing sector, which is the prime lending rate from different banks, as low as 7%. And also, we're seeing some banks issuing some loans as low as 10% as well, like Zenith. And you've seen some other banks that we've listed. So perhaps if you're in the manufacturing sector and you want to get access to some of these loans, you want to take a walk to the banking halls and get more information. It comes with terms and conditions. And who knows, you just might be getting access to lots of loans for you to help your operations. Perpetual, 7%.
That's quite interesting. You know, I remember the first time I came across this particular data that's talking about the prime lending rate, which of course is for some of the borrowers that have, they already have good credit. They are credit worthy. It's for credit worthy borrowers and of course for large scale borrowers, not just the smaller ones. And then one of the things I realized is that while we see this data, when you speak to manufacturers, some of them tell you that they have not been able to access loans at this rate. And that, of course, for me, is the challenge. So it's okay to say we have a prime lending rate for, the credit-worthy customers we have, whether you're querying or you're in manufacturing. I mean, there are several sectors. Agriculture is also one of the sectors that sort of enjoys, this sort of rates, the prime lending rate. And today we're talking about manufacturing. But I just hope that beyond having this data on CBN or having CBN release this data, I hope that when we talk to manufacturers, when we talk to these people, they can actually confirm to us that this is the rate at which they are getting their loans. That's what it is.
It's really very important because it comes with terms and conditions.
Absolutely.
And I said, if they walk into the banking halls, they'll definitely get access to the terms and conditions. That's very, very important. And we should get one of the manufacturers one of these days to have conversations with them if they've gotten access to this prime lending rate.
Absolutely. And we need to confirm that.
It's a big deal.
We need to confirm that they are the credit-worthy ones. You need to confirm. So, you tick all the boxes before you talk to them and you're talking to the right person. Absolutely. Thank you so much for this. Talking about, prime lending rates. I mean, it just reminds us of some of the things we can key into in this economy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Perpetual.